Hi there, this is Mickey Dean Ween from the band Ween. I got an email from somebody asking me how to play Ween's song Freedom of 76 from our Chocolate and Cheese album. It's probably the song I get the most inquiries about how to play this in Mutilated Lips from the Mollusk record. It's an interesting song and it's unique among Ween songs in that it was our first song where we used a lot of major 7th and minor 7th chords that were shown to me by my friend Ed Wilson. They're not chords you would normally associate with rock and roll music. It's more jazz you would think of with these chords, but it's a really cool song. It's one of my favorite songs to play live, I'm using my 1966 Fender Jazzmaster here. I used when we recorded this song. It's got a big wide neck and it's got the right sound for this guitar. Anyway, what we have here is the song is in the key of E major, and our first chord is an E major 7th, and what you do is you make a little E bar chord down here, and you add your finger to the 4th fret on the G string and your 4th fret on the high E string, muting the B string in between. So our first chord is this, E major 7. And then it goes to an F sharp minor 7, which you play on the 2nd fret with a bar chord. And you tag the 7th chord here, which is the 5th fret on the B string with the pinky. You move that same chord up to the G sharp position, G sharp minor 7, the tag. And then it goes to an A major 7, which you play basically off of the 5th fret. And what this is a chord that repeats a lot in the song. On the low E string you play the 5th fret, you mute the A string. On the D string you play the 4th fret. On the B string you play the 5th fret, and you add your pinky to the 6th fret on the B string, and or on the G string, I'm sorry, and you get this chord. Very pretty. That same chord up to the C position. Then you play a B7, which I only play on 3 strings. It's the 7th fret on the low E, the 7th fret on the D string, and the 8th fret on the G string. It's a little 3-note cluster there. Move up that same major 7th chord we played down here to the D position on the 10th fret, and then you go to a well, what would that be, a C sharp 7, same chord I showed you before, and then we're going to play an E suspended chord here, the open E string, one of the other strings on the 9th fret, and then add your suspended tag here. Like this. If you're lazy, but. And then we're going to walk up. We're going to start with an A bar chord here, based on the A string on the 12th fret. Then 1 fret up, walk it up. And then we have a B7 flat 9, which we call the Hendrix chord in rock and roll. That chord sounds familiar. You've heard it in Purple Haze and Foxy Lady. But in this case it's up here in the B position. And that's the cycle. It's a very linear song. It's the same thing over and over again. So we have E major 7, F sharp minor 7, tag, G sharp minor 7, tag, A major 7, C major 7, B7, D major 7, C sharp 7, E suspended, walk up to the final chord starting at the A position, B7 flat 9, our Hendrix chord. Freedom of 76 by Ween.